Chris, thank you very much. I'm very happy to be discussing this with you and to be able to support the work that Blue Line Path is doing, because I really, sorry, let me repeat that because I just got the company name wrong.
Okay.
I'll just repeat from there. Thank you, Chris. I'm really delighted to be here and to share with you today, especially to support the work that Blue Frontier Path is doing, because I really do support it. I love to see organizations like this helping people to shorten their career path by getting the coaching and mentoring and support and guidance that they need to make progress in their careers. For me, that's really important if we start to look at the future.
I really agree with you there, Charlotte, because there are so many people, particularly in South Africa, where we're almost trying to play catch up with education. And here there are so many people who are trying to balance a life, family demands, financial pressures, etc., with getting themselves qualified. So the idea of somebody helping in the mentoring sense, in other words, coming alongside another person and help them achieve, I couldn't agree with you more. How important is that job? Charlotte, tell us a little bit about yourself. Give us a little bit of background and maybe a bit of an insight into what you're doing at the moment in the business space.
Oh, thank you. All right. So I sort of started off in the training space many years ago in services. And I found myself helping my colleagues to understand the software that we were using or the products that our company was selling. And that evolved in the first real company that I worked for, creating a training department. And I was the first person moved into that training department. And for me, it has always been gratifying to know that there is knowledge and insight and wisdom that is somewhere or in somebody's head, and that we can find a way to transmit that to somebody else. So it's not wasted just being held in one person's head, but everyone gets to benefit from it. So for me, this is really important. My own career then evolved into becoming a professional speaker, and in that whole professional speaking space, of course, we do coaching and facilitating and sometimes consulting work and training and mentoring and coaching as well. So there's a whole kind of package, again, really focused on transmitting knowledge, insight, wisdom from one person to hopefully to many people. So I support any organizations that I find like that. And then in my own career path, I actually went back to a career guidance counselor. I sat with someone saying, this is where my career is, and it's nice, but I'd like to do more. I'd like to be more invested in what I'm doing, and I want what I'm doing and spending my life in to have a benefit beyond the next, next quarter in an organization. So we explored a whole lot of concepts together and eventually came up discovering that there are lots of studies and academic qualifications you can now get to become a futurist. And for me, that was like coming home, because everything that I've explored in my life really has been to that. So now that's what I want to share with people. How do we all look at the future and prepare ourselves the best way so that we get more out of the future and that we're not always trying to catch up?